What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another DevPro duel video in ranked, and this time I'm playing with the Harpy deck that I just got done doing a deck doctor on. If you're interested in seeing the exact list, all that nonsense, link is in the description, hopefully if I remember to put it there. But, this hand's multiple rank 4s, plus a hysteric party. Interesting. Alright. We can play with this. We can do it. We can do it if we really try. Alright, so, well actually, I can get a search off of, I can set up, yeah, okay, I know exactly what I want to do here. So I'm going to do this, ditch this for Monk, and get Harpist, because Harpist being detached will definitely just get me a search in the right areas. But what I can also do is that I'm going to set up Rafflesia and probably Dweller, just because I can. Seems pretty alright against pretty much everything, especially since I'm backing it up with a warning as well. So, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll activate Instant Fusion here, and I'll get Norden, and Norden will get back Queen. And then we will go from there. So I can make double rank 4s this turn, which is definitely really good. And then I'm also backing it up with Hysteric Party, which is definitely cool as well. But yeah, so what I will do here is I will make a Dweller. I'm actually going to make the Dweller with Harpist and Norden, because I actually want to get that Harpist search this turn, rather than like wait and be reliant on like putting it under Rafflesia. Or actually, no, I don't think I will. I think I will, because it makes no difference to get the search this turn versus getting it next turn. So what I will do is I'll set both of these, I'll pass my turn, and then that way I'll just start the turn with an Abyss Dweller. I'll just go ahead and activate this here. I have no idea what I'm playing against. I'm just doing this because it literally will trigger Harpist in the end phase, and that will allow me to get a search for Channeler or something. It's probably going to be Channeler, to be completely honest with you. I have no idea what I'm playing against still, and my opponent is setting cards, which is comforting, I guess. But still, I would much rather him not be doing that. I would much rather that not be being the case. But I will, I can get, let's see, well, do I want to, I'm so upset that I can't search Queen. Like, Harpist should be able to search Harpy Queen, in my humble and honest opinion, but it just doesn't. So we'll just get Channeler. So another Hysteric Party, okay. That's kind of workable. The issue is that I just don't have anything to actually, like, do stuff with outside of, like, this and a Dweller. That's the real issue here. So, oh, I swear to God, if I get Torrential here, like, Jesus, if you're playing old school Yugioh and you're playing traps like Torrential, then I could potentially get punished by that. But as it stands, okay. Alright, so didn't have to deal with it. I'm going to attack with this because I have no idea what he could have set. I'm not going to activate its effects because, I mean, I have no idea what I'm playing against, so I might as well just not. Oh, so I am playing against a deck that Abyss Dweller is relevant against. Neat. Alright, so I'm going to attack with this, and what I will do is I'll start the next turn by using Dweller, because this can search for Phantom Knight cards, so I'm definitely not going to let him just have it. I've also got this for a bottomless, I've got the warning, I've got a lot of nonsense actually, in terms of what I'm able to potentially use. But I'm just going to activate this again. I might get striked, potentially, and I'd be completely okay with that. Ah, it's a Fog Blade. Not okay with that. I would much rather you have a life point investment, but, okay. Alright, mate, you can have it, yes. But, so he gets to banish this and get searches, he gets to do stuff with the Fog Blade. He can't target this for attacks, so there's that. Special summon, yeah, I'm going to let him get the Talkatomborg, and then he'll special the Talkatomborg and make Dante, and since, like, there's nothing in his graveyard, I have no problem warninging the Dante, I have no problem doing that at all. But then I can bottomless his Break Sword, and Break Sword, I believe, has to hit the graveyard, so it doesn't matter that it gets destroyed. What do you have, Talkatomborg? He did. He did indeed. Aha! Yes, sir! Alright, well, I really just want to get to a hunting ground. I really had a really odd pair of cards to have access to. But yeah, so I'm just gonna warning the shit out of that Dante. Like, I'm not gonna let you set up your mills. No, not in any way, shape, or form. Like, the fact that you have that engrave is already something I don't want to deal with. To be completely honest with you. So, summon that. All right. Special the silent boots. Okay. Sure. Now, are you gonna make another Dante, or are you gonna make break sword at this point? I feel like another Dante is in order, but if you make break sword, I'm going to punish the shit out of you. If you make break sword, I'm going to legitimately punish you. Punish. Through just bottomlessing you. Because, like, yeah. Come on, break sword. Break sword! Alright! Yo! So, he gets the effect of the thing that makes him go up. So this is... when this card is... if this Exceed Summon card is destroyed. Okay. Well, that is an issue. So it does actually say destroyed. It doesn't have to destroy and hit the grave. That's a bit unfortunate, but regardless, we'll still do this. We'll still bottomless it. I'm going to detach the queen, because this at least sets up more Hysteric Party stuff. So I guess I will bottomless it. This is unaffected by Traps Mate, so congrats. But you still get to get your two things back, which is slightly annoying. But it's fine as is. Yeah. Rafflesia, for those of you that are not aware, is unaffected by trap effects while it has an Exceed material. It's in very much the first sentence on the card. Yet for some reason people know the rest of the card effect without actually having read the first card effect. So, like... Very, very suspect. But these are now level 4s, so we can't even make a break sword. So, like, can't make break sword, can't make Dante. He has to exceed from level 4, or rank 4 rather. So Master Key Beetle, okay. Alright, man. Sure. You can have it. I just really need something to get me into... I really need something to get me into, like, Hunting Ground. Hunting Ground would be great. You can kill this. I'm perfectly fine with that. You can't target this for an attack because of your own Fog Blade. He's killing this, which is fine, because I'm just going to Hysteric Party for 3 at some point anyway. I just need something to deal with this back row. That's the issue. But Lightning Chidori can deal with it, I guess. Ooh, Soul Charge. That's really good. So I can literally Hysteric Party, and then if the Hysteric Party doesn't go through, I can Soul Charge instead. So that seems pretty alright. So, or I could actually just hold another Hysteric Party and play that. No, Soul Charge is just better. Soul Charge is just better to keep, especially since I get to search off Harpist as well. Yeah. So we'll just summon all of these. I'm gonna put them all in attack mode. I don't care. Raw dog. And then I get to make Lightning Chidori, which allows me to spin his set, and then also spin his Master Key Beetle. Yes, yes. Alright, so we're going to overlay the Channeler and the Harpist, strictly because Queen is the bigger one. So there's going to be that. If this is another strike, then he's basically got to activate it. And in which case, Phantom Knight's Sword. Okay, so that's going to prevent this from being destroyed, but, like, it's going to get spun, man. It's getting spun. It's not getting destroyed in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so the Harpist Search will trigger at the end phase. He's got a Silent Boots in his hand, but he doesn't have any other... Well, he can set up another rank 3 next turn, but I don't believe he can out my entire board. But what I could do is I could actually just... well, no, I can't make another Dweller because I only run one. Well... So this is going to be the issue, is that I can actually top deck this. But this is what's going to be the issue. It's like that being there is the issue, because that's going to send another Ancient Cloak, and that can get him another Ragged Gloves, which will make his Silent Boots into a rank 3, and he's got the traps, and he's got at least one trap engrave, so he doesn't even need to use those. That's the real issue here. But as long as I can hold out this turn, I can then follow out. If I can hold out this coming turn, then the following turn I can use I can use Soul Charge and go into Pet Phantasmal Dragon, and in that case, that basically ensures me the win on the next turn, unless he has something like Dark Hole Raigeki. So there's that to be considered as well. So I'll just get Chandler. Chandler just seems like the option. I really wish I drew another Hunting Ground or Hysteric Sign at some point along the way, but looks like we're not getting there. So he does have Sword and Grave, which lets him summon any of these level 3s back. So there's that. But he also gets to send Ancient Cloak to Grave. Ancient Cloak can get banished to search another thing, or he can just send more traps and continually get these back. So, like, he's going to be able to banish this, get his stuff. Oh, he actually just raw drew another Phantom Knight as well. That's really cool. That's really cool. It's really good. So now he has Silent Boots plus this, so he can make a rank 3 here. He's got multiple rank 3 potentials here, so I definitely have to be able to survive this turn. And be able to at least Soul Charge for 2. Or though I don't even have to Soul Charge for 2. I have to be able to Soul Charge for at least 1, and then I have to draw a Harpy card if I get knocked low enough to make Chandler go into a Pet Phantasmal Dragon, basically. But as it stands now, he's going to be able to make Break Swords, Dantes, whatever he wants. He's got multiple rank 3 options. And he's just resetting his graveyard pool with the Leviaires. So there's that. He can't attack this, so he has to pop this with Break Sword, so he can't like do any cool Break Sword popping itself plays unless he can make 2 Break Swords. So he either is going to attack over my board with the stuff and like leave this here, or like I just got so rewarded by the fact that this is the only other like defensive Xyz that's in my extra deck and just made it first turn. Like, he probably could have just done a lot to me first turn if that wasn't the case. But, so another Break Sword, and that gets to get boosted, which is relevant. But otherwise, this can only attack over the Abyss Dweller. Okay, so he's popping that, and popping, what you gonna pop? What is he gonna pop, mate? What is he gonna pop? You gonna pop the Rafflesia? Okay. I'm okay with that. I honestly wish that I was playing the build that had the Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare in it. Instead, I'm playing the build that has the Solemn Strikes in it, because I said if I were to play the deck, I would definitely play Strikes in it. So, that is the case there. I explained that in the Deck Doctor video that I did do. But, so he gets to make another rank 3. Do I just die here? That's the question I have. Is do I just die? Or will I be high enough to maintain anything? Because, let's see, this is going to be 3,000 over one of these, so that's 11 I'm taking, so that knocks me to 28. This knocks me to 27 over this, and then whatever he makes here. Okay, so 2,000, so Dante would have been more damage. Oh, wait, you're actually going to pop more cards. Never mind, this is definitely more damage. So he's popping that. If I make it the next turn and I draw a Harpy card, then I'm going to be potentially still in this, but only through Pet Phantasmal Dragon. I'm literally going to steal a game. Like, it's going to be the biggest steal I've ever made in Yu-Gi-Oh! if that's the case. So he's making the Master Key Beetle again. So Master Key Beetle is going to get to protect probably his, like, Break Sword. I'd probably actually protect the Leviaire, simply because Leviaire is actually your resources at this point. And he also gets to get a Fog Blade, but Fog Blade is actually not going to be necessarily relevant, depending on what he uses it on. If he uses it on the Chandler, if Chandler becomes my game plan, then that's going to be the issue. But I actually just can't Soul Charge because I'm going to be hit down to 200, so that's a problem. Can't Instant Fusion, can't Soul Charge. Norden's gone anyway, so I wouldn't be able to Instant Fusion either. So yeah, so this is an issue. Well, this can resolve, but like, to what gain? Literally, I should have just kept the other Hysteric Party. Hindsight is 20/20. I should have just kept this. Soul Charge was better, but like keeping the Hysteric Party would actually probably just allow me to win here. Just because I'd be able to flip it and get everything back and make Pet's Phantasmal Dragon. But as it stands, I literally cannot win. I do not believe. Do not believe I can win, period. Because he's just gonna Fog Blade. Oh, he's not Fog Blading here? I find that incredibly suspect to scrutiny. But, we can just get this. Like, why wouldn't you Fog Blade there? Like, it makes no sense. Like, there's no reason not to. It can't be targeted for attacks. Alright, it has to be a spell card, so, yeah. Yeah, there's, like, nothing I can actually do here. Unless, like, he just wants to give it to me. That's the thing. Unless he just wants to give it to me, there's nothing I can do here. I can make a Utopia, and, like, make Utopia Lightning, but, like, then that itself, like, just gets Fiendish Chained unless I get to go into the battle phase, in which case I get to make the first move in the battle phase. So let's see if DevPro's system itself will let me take the win. Let's see if it'll let me take the win. Come on. Come on, DevPro. I trust your system. I trust your system to let me win. I trust it. I trust it. Come on, come on. I'm just going to click. As soon as I can hit battle phase, it's over. If he doesn't flip it now, I win. If he doesn't flip it now, I win. Come on. Oh, I lose. Alright. Because literally, as soon as I go into battle phase, I have priority to do whatever I want to do. In terms of making the first move in any phase. And I'd just be able to attack and he wouldn't be able to do anything. So, that is unfortunate. Well, I lose this one. And I'm perfectly okay with that because that game actually was pretty decent, I believe. And I've had a very stressful and hectic day, and I do not wish to try and record anymore. So I'm going to leave it at that. This is actually probably one of the worst matchups for Harpy Ladies, simply because it is very heavily floater-based. This is one of those matchups that you would definitely have to side heavily for. The Harpy Lady deck itself is probably better equipped to deal with things like Monarchs and Cosmo in the main, rather than Burning Abyss and Phantom Knight variants. That's definitely something that I very heavily addressed in the video that I made, but I definitely would have had a better shot at it if I had either just made the right choice and gotten rid of Soul Charge instead of the other Hysteric Party, as well as if I had access to another Hunting Ground. I would have been able to play the game a lot differently there. But anyway, I'm okay with everything as it ended up, so other than that, I guess, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. If you want to support me, clicking ads on my videos is more than sufficient, and I cannot express how much it would help me out, nor how much it would be appreciated. If you have an ad block enabled, please disable it. That also helps as well. But other than that, that's going to be all for this video. I don't know if I'm going to play this deck again, simply because I'm just going to try and go down to doing only one duel video per day for this channel. But other than that, that's it for this video, and as always, guys, take care.